Hey guys, Game 315 back at it with another video for you guys, back with another Fire Force episode review for you guys. As right now, obviously as we're recording this, the world is ablaze for
Mm.
all the wrong reasons, but we're not going to get into that. But luckily, and I mean luckily, we're still here. Hopefully we're still here by January 2026 when Fire Force comes back. But
Foreshadowing.
I'll leave it at that. Anyways. Um, the final episode of Fire Force Season 3, Part 1 has finally aired. And oh my god, bro. This episode had shock value. I was stunned. And honestly, by the time this episode ended, I'm at a loss for words where I'm just like,
I was like,
huh?
I was like,
You know, you would think that I would be treating this like the Don to Don Blue Balls moment at the end of their first half of their season or season one. No, honestly, I'm not Blue Balls by this one. I'm just shocked and at a loss for words.
yeah. As they say in Finding Nemo, in Finding Nemo, we were like, whoa, and they were like, whoa, and then we were like, whoa, and but then in the end, I was like, what?
Dude, this episode completely made me trip balls legitimately, and I'm just like, huh? I thought the kaiju from last week was absolutely insane when they revealed that. And I'm like, okay, what are we, kaiju number 8 now? And then they just gave this episode. I'm completely blown away. Apparently, the people who read the Fire Force manga, they said they perfectly adapted the ending scene with the Shinra stuff going back in path. We'll get to it, right? We'll get to it. Okay. So, my co-host was gone last week. What did you think about the gigantic kaiju that showed up out of the blue?
They were when they were referring it as an ethereal, like that's an ethereal. That's a goddamn that's a goddamn Titan. And yeah, I legit thought there was gonna be people died. I'm pretty sure people died from that fire blast. But then again, no. They said there was no casualties, just
Yeah,
injuries,
yeah, just
which
injuries.
surprised me.
Because the fourth showed up. So, the episode basically starts off with surprisingly okay. Yeah, I take it Show and Arrow are not with the evangelist anymore.
Well, hmm. Well, show is slowly, not slowly coming into the light, basically. And Arrow is just, she'll follow show wherever.
Listen, if they're gonna try to tell me Arrow is gonna be turning over to the good side, I'm claiming that baddie because we know she's a baddie.
Anyways,
Anyways, you have it to where Show and the new evangelist guy who he can like warp and change things and gravity. I still don't understand this dude's power. He was legitimately like warping reality within itself. Like when Show would be coming after him, he'd just be like flipping everything upside down, and Show would be falling to the ground, right?
or falling
Um,
up into the sky.
that, and I'm just like, and now Show's doing this because he's trying to save Shinra because when last time we saw Show, he wanted to talk to Shinra about something. What he wanted to talk about, we don't know, but he wanted to have a conversation with Shinra, which maybe might start this path for, I guess, redemption for him, right? Now he's fighting the other evangelist member. I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? And the other evangelist dude does call him a traitor. So I'm taking it Sho and Arrow are excommunicated from the Exaltist.
Well, yeah, Morley just show. Arrow just has a duty to protect Shell only. It doesn't matter to her.
So I did like the whole thing of like she's firing the arrows at the dude, but the dude's like, "You have terrible aim." But in reality, it was to give Sho footing to get up to him. But he does cut him in half, but he's not dead. And he's like, "We'll finish this another time." I'm whatever, right? Sho manages to save Shinra. Now Ogun and the others, right? Or mostly Ogun. He's like, oh look, there's Shinra. Now he goes after Shinra, and now at first the company Fire Force Company 8 thing or Fire Force Company squadrons think like, is he with the Evangelist? But Ogun's like, no, he is not with the Evangelist. Shinra's a good dude. There must be something going on, right? But essentially, after Sho takes or stops this dude, the dude disappears. Sho gets a hold of Shinra. He's using his teleportation thing. Now Ogun, he comes down and he's like, "Is Shinra okay?" And you just have it where Sho just looks at Ogun and just disappears. So there's that. Also, Ogun was also shocked, like, wait, the Evangelists have children in their group? So it was quite shocking to see like Ogun wasn't attacking Sho. He was actually like, hey, is he good and everything? And he was,
Yeah, Shell didn't say anything. He just disappeared.
yeah, that's the last we see of Sho. Shinra is just basically knocked out, right? Shinra is knocked out. Now, well, that's when we cut to Kurono. He's still fighting the Kaiju, who's still up front, right? It's still fighting. This dude still shocks me at how strong this guy is.
Yeah, he loves picking on the weak, but we we can't deny his power.
This dude, man. Now, mind you, the Kaiju was already basically dang near down for the count. Kurono just kind of finished him off.
Yeah, he goes like, now you're weak enough for me to enjoy slaying.
This dude, man. I still can't believe this guy's back. I still can't believe this guy's back.
His boss pisses me off though.
Yeah, I did not like his boss. When the boss is like, "You better save me, otherwise I'm gonna fire you." I'm just like, dude. I literally said this in my review last week. I'm like, why can't Kurono just kill this guy? Like he has more power than this dude. He can kill this guy.
Because apparently he'll get demoted if he does. And
I'll take the demotion if I don't have to hear a word from this dude ever again.
yeah, he reminds me too much of the Celestial Dragons. One
Yeah, the dude, mind you, this dude was putting him. I don't know. That dude also feels like he has other intentions too, because he wanted to collect. He wanted Shinra for his own selfish reasons. So I don't know if he may be another antagonist. I don't know, but okay. So after Kurono takes care of the kaiju, everything okay, everything's great, yay! And then the pillar starts to turn black.
Yeah. And
So
then one
then,
thing, yeah, go ahead.
so then we cut over to where Company 8's watching this all on TV and they're seeing this happen. And you have a focus on Iris. And I'm like, why are they focusing on Iris right now? And she's like, as if something just, and her eyes start to fade out a bit, right? And I'm like, huh? Next thing you know, Tamaki is like, hey, where did Iris go? And I'm just like, whoa, my God, where'd she go, bro? Where'd she go? Is First Pillar finally taking over?
Yeah, one thing led to another. We cut over to Iris sitting alone. Last thing she says, Latham.
And then her eyes light up blue. We ain't never seen that before. I don't know if this means First Order is taking over. I don't know. This, bro, okay. Now let's get to the crazy shit, right? Let's get to the crazy shit.
Yeah.
So, if you remember that weird looking bunny faced Evangelist. I don't even know his name. I forgot his name. I don't care. The weird dude we saw at the end of season 2. He's weird. He talks about, and he's giving the backstory about what the hell happened after the Great Cataclysm, right? So he basically, word for word, he's talking about himself. Like, he was like this shadowy, like, weird looking figure dude, right?
Apparently he's the devil.
Apparently. So after the Great Cataclysm happened, he was walking around to see destruction and everything. We see this man come across a girl that looks like fucking Iris. I saw that, and I'm like, oh, don't tell me this girl Iris is 250 years old. He basically says, there was why I'm seeing this blonde girl. He tried to grab at her, but like this power emanated from her. And I'm like, huh? And then that's when he said, that's when I could tell this girl had a Dullah. And I'm like, oh my god. Look, man, they don't fully explain it, or they don't fully confirm this shit. Okay. This is my headcanon, bro. It's clear. This is my thing. I think Iris, it's clearly Amaterasu. It's clearly the first pillar right there. But it's like some sort of dormant personality that is not in it. The first pillar slash first pillar, or Amaterasu, which is, I guess, Iris's original name. It's in there. It's just like a dormant thing waiting to be exploded, right? Because remember, Hibana asked Iris when she showed up at the complex. She's like, hey, Iris, are you feeling good? Are you okay? And Iris is like, yeah, I'm fine. I feel fine. And I'm just like, yeah, that's a foreshadowing moment. Clearly, that means she's going to go off the deep end. It also makes crazy sense because in that scene, Shin was talking about, well, Iris is my type. Anyways.
If only you saw the other side of her.
I'm like, so my headcanon is, that's her in the past. So that means she's 250 years old.
At least.
At least, maybe. And this dormant personality. And then the whole fact of her eye turning blue, that's definitely the same eye color we see First Pillar's eye color. Dude,
we also have to think about the concept of clones that they mentioned before. Like, what if Amaterasu is the original, but Iris is the clone? What if?
That too.
Or is it vice versa? Who knows?
Or maybe the doppelganger shit.
Yeah, the doppelganger. That's the thing.
Dude, I was complete. That's the only thing that I need more answers to. Because right now, I'm just like, huh? What? My prediction is she definitely over 250 years old. This doppelganger of Iris is basically the body right now until First Order comes out fully. Which, funny enough, we saw a weird ass image, I think, in the trailer for hyping up the back half of season 2. He had this weird Iris looking face, and I'm like, what? So, if you remember, when in the previous season they were talking about Raffles, right, and how he was basically the leader of the Evangelists, we find out that Raffles is one of the few survivors after the Great Cataclysm. This freaking dude, he impaled Raffles and took his identity as Raffles and proclaimed himself as Raffles. He killed the original Raffles. Raffles was just a peaceful living dude. This dude took him over, transformed in him, and that's why he became the leader of the Evangelists and shit like that. He carried around Amaterasu, which was like a small thing to the base of what we saw in the Capitol, right? That big building, or that big smokehouse where the first pillar is stored in, right? And then basically that's how shit go crazy, and he's like, yep, it's time to unleash the Great Cataclysm again. We also see it to where I think we covered the first pillar within Amaterasu, and she was sleeping, and then she just woke up. She's like, with that crazy looking grin. That, I'm sorry, I cannot fix her. So, one of two things is, Is Iris is now gonna get taken over and possessed, and she's gonna fully become First Order, and she's gonna be a lunatic? I don't know.
Should we talk about the Shinra stuff now? Because that's crazy.
Yes, let's talk about the Shinra stuff. Okay, so Shinra is knocked out. He reawakens into the world of Abdullah, and next thing you know, so like the pillar in the real world, how it's black. Shinra gets up and he sees that pillar black in the world of the Abdullah. All of a sudden,
Inca.
we see this. Ooh, this itch. Inca show up. And I'm like, oh god, here we go. This is where things carry. Now I thought all the other pillars were gonna just face each other in this world. No, it's just these two. And basically, Shinra's just having a casual conversation with this crazy girl. And I'm like, how can you have a conversation with this crazy bitch? How?
She hmm. I apparently Shinra's about to use his speed to travel back into the past right here, according to Inga. And
Yeah.
he also asked her like, wait, can't you see the future so that you'll know what's gonna happen? But then she points out, I can only predict the future when it's reassured, when it's assured that's gonna happen.
Can she predict the future, what's going on right now in the world? Is she going to tell me, am I still going to be alive?
She has no idea.
I could really use Inca's foreshadowing in today's society of what happened tonight. Anyways. No, actually, morally Doctor Strange. Honestly, I kind of wish we had the Avengers in real life.
We kind of need them at this point.
If only superheroes were a thing, if only Superman was a thing, he could shut it all down.
We better get training, man.
Man, I wish I was a fucking alien that had superpowers. Anyways. So that happens. She basically rides on the back of Shinra. She's like, I want you to take me to the past, please.
Yeah, and hopefully in the future you'll end up as my boyfriend. I'm like,
yeah, when she said that fact that she said Shinra to basically her own imagination is gonna fall in love with her, and because she's his type of girl and everything. And I'm like, no, I don't
you're
think.
crazy. Yeah, like Shinra's like, you're crazy.
No, look, I get it. Inga's a very attractive character, but there's not one dang thing that I could convince me to start simping for her. And this is somebody that likes crazy chicks in my anime. I'm sorry, she's the one exception. Now Toga with her redemption, okay, fine, as long as she don't suck on my blood like that one boy in the backstory.
Go.
But Inca, oh hell no, I could not simp for her. I could not simp for her. Even if they found a way to redeem Inca's character, I could not simp for her. Also, she rode on Shinra's back very, and I mean very questionable. Asshole sticking out.
She was pressed up against him.
I know, bro. And her ass was sticking all the way out. I'm like, dude, are they trying to fan service Inca now?
I think they've been fan servicing Inca ever since she put on that outfit.
There's not a damn thing that can make me do to simp for Inca. Not a damn thing. Only way you'll get me to simp for Inca is if I'm dead.
Isn't that going a little too... Okay.
Anyways, there's that, right? So Shinra flies into the past, and this is when we get the real trippy shit. So, backstory.
Yeah.
I'm watching this. I had to go to the gas station to go pick up something, right? I literally stop in the gas station parking lot, and I'm watching this scene take place. So Shinra goes back into the past, before the Great Cataclysm first started. And he's looking around, and him and Ink are just looking, and they just see everything, and he's like, this is the past, before the Great Cataclysm. I wonder what this world looks like. When I tell you, bro, he looked at shit that looked like real life in our world. I'm watching this and I'm seeing like sites of Japan. They even showed the Eiffel Tower. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, they're showing France, Italy, or I think
We're
Italy
seeing
and Paris.
we're seeing real people. And I'm like, don't tell me that the Fire Force world was actually the real world. And then when the Great Cataclysm hit, it
Honestly,
turned to be fire.
honestly, these future predictions in the world, it honestly, I would not be surprised.
Is the Fire Force manga author trying to tell me something that I'm not already? Oh my god.
I think that he's just trying to trip us out, just here.
Oh my goodness.
I think he's just trying. We're talking to the same guy who's been animating Soul Eater also. So.
Mind you, too, with everything that's going on realistically, like there's a good chance of a great cataclysm probably happening too. I don't
Hmm.
mean to be dark, but let's just be honest.
Yeah. Moving on.
Anyways, Shinra's looking at this and he's seeing real people in peaceful time, and he's like, what the hell is going on? What is this? What is this? And he gives probably one of the most chilling like looks. Like I'm watching on something like freaking Chainsaw Man or some sort of these horror like shows, right? And he's like, I literally feel like I'm about to lose my mind and go mad.
Yeah, that also leads me to believe that by the time Shinra woke up and finds himself back, well, you see the state he's in right now. He's tied up. He has blonde hair for some reason, which I have yet to be curious why. So I'm assuming he did something unintentionally, which put him into that situation. While during his travels to the apparent past.
On top of it, we have a 3 month time skip since he initially did that, and there's been 5 pillars that have been awakened. Episode over. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, me too. What?
And then they showed the next episode preview, right? And I'm like, wait. I'm like, I thought this was the last episode. We're getting an episode next week? No. Fire Force account already posted to their Twitter account. Look forward to next year. That's when we'll do Core 2. And I'm like, you're telling me I gotta wait till next year. God help me that the world is still a thing, right? By January 2026. That we'll find out to see what the climax to the story is. I don't know where they're gonna go, dude. I don't know where they're gonna go at this point. I don't. Is Shinra now labeled a traitor, a terrorist? Did he cause all this? Dude, what is going on? Man's got blonde hair. That was the first thing that shocked me. I'm like, how do you get blonde hair?
No, the question is not how, it's why.
Dude, and then he looks older too. He looks taller.
Does he?
Well, he's on the bed, but he does look a little bit older.
Hmm.
Dude, I don't know, bro.
Does he have like
All I know is
eyeliner?
Fire Force is about to cut off. Now the question is Company 8 upset at him? Because in the preview, they did say like, Shinra, why did you do what you did? I don't know, dude. For all we know, when Fire Force returns, we could be in a whole new fucking territory. For all, and we have a time skip. We don't know what happened during this time skip. Some shit must have had to happen during this time skip. I don't know. For all we know, maybe some characters might be dead that we know. Or, just imagine we come back and next thing you know, oh yeah, Maki's dead. Like, bro, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen with this story. For all intents and purposes, it sounds like we're gonna have a second Great Cataclysm coming crazy. But dude, talk about ending off with a fucking bang, bro.
Yep.
Fire Force, man. You know, people were nitpicking and hating on season three for stupid reasons, mind you. And they just probably had one of the most trippy, one of the most shocking, and frankly, probably one of the best first half conclusions in anime history, period.
Hmm.
Like, this is a top five episode of this season. This is a top five episode of Spring of Anime 2025. Dude, I don't know. This doesn't leave me in a situation where I left off with Dawn to Dawn feeling like I was blue balled. I'm just absolutely stunned. And I'm still at the point where I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I guess I'll have to wait. I don't know, man. But Fire Force, man, going to this final season, they're like, we're gonna go out on a bang, guys. And if the manga people saying that they perfectly adapted this scene with Shinra going to the past, and I'm hearing no complaints from the manga fans, and you know how I get when I hear manga fans complain about shit they adapt in animes. If the manga fans are happy, well then, you know they did it the right way. So that's why I told people at the start of season 3, I don't know what y'all people talking about. You kept slipping on Fire Force, and now Fire Force dropped a bomb on y'all, and now all these ninjas want to come back and say, oh, I love Fire Force. You can't jump on the bandwagon. Because you're talking shit about Shinra versus Burns. But, I can't wait for the back half of season 3. And I can't wait to see how this story is going to finally conclude once and for all.
Same. Oh my god.
If this was only a halfway point, man, and we thought this was crazy, I can only imagine what the hell's gonna happen next. So we'll see. I'll have to go back and rewatch the season 3 in the dub. So I'm looking forward to rewatching this shit and hearing this episode in the dub. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Fire Force content. Again, we'll be back for Talking Fire Force in January 2026, because that's when the show is going to come back and conclude, and no more Fire Force. And stuff like that. So yeah, but anyways, plug your channel.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I finally uploaded my thoughts and predictions video, as well as well, I did a live stream with Cameron, although it wasn't a very eventful live stream from my end. I'm pretty sure he went through quite a few eventful moments in his live stream because he was playing FNAF. But yeah.
Yeah, also, the thing is too, I'm not doing no more FNAF live streams because I thought I did a live stream, I think Friday morning. Nope. It did not record. I thought I was broadcasting.
You weren't. Wow.
And I'm at the point where I basically kind of beat the game.
You. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I looked at my channel. I didn't see the new live stream because it was like an hour-long live stream before I had to go into work that day. And shit like that. And yeah, and nope. Didn't catch it. Nope, didn't capture it. So I basically kind of beat the game, even though I sadly soft-locked myself. Which apparently there's a glitch going on with that, so yeah. But anyways, look forward to more Zenless Zone Zero. I think in the next few days, the new Jufufu patch will be dropping. I will be summoning for Jufufu, even though technically most people in the Zenless Zone Zero community says if you got stunners, you don't need her. I'm just gonna get her to build my Yunkui Summit team. And then obviously you're gonna go through the story. That summoning video will come out and everything. Now it'll just probably be a solo thing because I know my boy's not summoning for Jufufu.
Yeah, I don't have the resources for that anyways.
Anyways, that's basically all that's going on my channel. Any in terms of any other shows that are wrapping up for Spring of the Anime 2025, I'll get those reviews out as fast as I possibly can. And then shit, Summer of Anime 2025 is going to be here, and we definitely have to dedicate to getting those reviews out on time, if anything, because we have a lot of shows that we got to talk about. I think I'm doing dress up Dar. I think I do dress up Darling episode reviews by myself, but I can't wait for that show.
Didn't we review my Just of Darling together? I don't remember. Or
No, I think I was solo for me.
oh, okay.
If you want to do it together, just let me know.
No, I just wanted to be sure. I just wanted to be sure.
Don Don's coming back though, but we review Don Don together
Hmm.
because we cannot get blue balled off
Yes.
that shit.
Watch the show, guys, or give us your banana.
I'm gonna end the video right there. That's I'm gonna use your phrase. I think we've talked too long. I think we talked too long. Yeah,
Without
you
further ado, we'll see
you
you all
you need to
next
go to
time.
sleep. You need to go to sleep before the bananas come after you.
Without further ado, we'll see you all next time and take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.